All right, guys, I found the note which Maresca had given to Reece James in the middle of the match, and let's see what it reads. Hey, Capitano, we might be leading the game, but the job is not over yet. We are yet to get a red card in the game, and without which, if you boys come back, then prepare to take a bamboo from me. Malo is on already on a yellow, and tell him to get a red, whichever ways he's playing shit. Oh, lastly, Ange is getting sacked in the tunnel. Your boss. What's up, public? Welcome back to another video, and we're back after a long international break, a boring, vague international break. But yeah, we're back with a bang. We're back with a bang, and Chelsea winning their game against Nottingham Forest, and Ange Poste-No-CLUE getting sacked right after the game, and probably he was sacked after Chelsea scored the second goal. But yeah, good for Chelsea to come back to the winning ways, and let's dissect this game right from the beginning. Um, look, once this lineup was out, I was not confident at all because the lineup looked a bit wavy with five at the back, and that's where my challenge was: why to go ahead against Nottingham Forest, who's had, I don't know what, 6 losses in a row, against someone like an Ange who's already on the fence, right? Why to go and have a passive approach against Nottingham side, against this Ange Nottingham side? But yeah, at the end of the day, the lineup, the way I saw the lineup, I felt like we were too much passive. I think so. We should have more attackers. Probably five at the back did not make sense, or probably five defenders did not make sense. We should have had a few more attackers on the on the pitch. But also knowing the fact that most of our players were out and out injured, it was difficult for us to manage the game time. So be it. As expected, the first half was rusty first half. Chelsea initially tried to play a very high impact game, tried to bring on a lot of pace on the pitch, but slowly down the line, after 10th minute, I guess, it was Nottingham Forest all over. They had so many chances, and the way we failed to pass in the midfield correctly, the errors in the midfield and the defense, man, like Chaloba, I don't know, he's becoming very itchy nowadays. I don't know what's happening with Chaloba. It seems like he's not focused. The day he's lost, he's had a new haircut. He's lost his extra bit of hair. I don't know, something's funny happening with Chaloba. He does not look focused at all. Romeo Lavia, I think so. He also had a very poor first half. Really shocking about that, because I thought that he could have put on a really good shift in place of Mose Caicedo, but at the end of the day, it just did not look good. He was not comfortable. He was not focused. A lot of misplaced pass, not just by him, by Andre Santos as well. Andre Santos missing a couple of chances, right? Probably should have at least scored one, if not two, right? And yeah, we went into the pitch with no attackers. That's what the reality is, and that's what I felt looking at the lineup as well. That we did not had any playmakers on the pitch. We cannot say that the fact that Andre Santos is a creative playmaker for us. He's not, and he proved out. It proved out to be true that we lacked attacking players or probably creative players on the pitch, right? So first half was really bad for Chelsea. I mean, I don't want to watch that first half ever again. It was that bad, right? Misplaced passes. Probably, Nottingham Forest could have scored 3. It's just that the fate didn't want them to score. Maybe Ange's sacking was just written in the stars. It was just written in the stars, because whatever they did, we made, I don't know, 3 mistakes, clear mistakes that we made in the defense and in the midfield with those misplaced passes, and also Robert Sanchez one time that I remember. Gibbs White alone could have got 2 goals easily, right? They surely missed 3 goals in the first half, and somehow they just could not finish. And first half ended 0-0. First half chances, I think so, Chelsea did not create much rather than capitalizing on the chances. I don't think so anybody else looked good in the first half. I cannot name even a single player who looked good in the first half. Whenever Chelsea's midfield looks good, and when the passing goes on in the midfield correctly, that is the time that we play well. And in the first half, everything went left. Everything went left. The passing was not good. The focus was not there. The man marking was not there. Everything was going left. Right? They got a couple of chances. God forbid if it was some other team, we would have been, trailing 3-0 surely by the end of first half. But um, it is what it is. We move on to the second half. Kudos to Maresca here. Kudos to Maresca here that he looked into the flaws in the first half and made some very quick changes. And by the start of the second half, he made three big changes, which is a statement. Caicedo. That's why I always say that how important this player is in the squad. Just comes up and masters the entire midfield. So it's he's such an important player in our squad. He's such an important player. Also, having someone like a Mark Guillot up top, so that someone like a Joao Pedro can come back and play as a number 10, which I feel that is his most comfortable position. He came up and things started looking tasty. Things started to look very tasty. We were creating chances. We started, attacking. We started pushing Nottingham Forest to their corner, and then yes, started scoring. We started scoring. A lovely cross by Pedro Neto from the left flank straight away to Achampong's head, and a brilliant head. He was gone unmarked, by the way, but regardless, we'll take that. A brilliant head by Achampong. Achampong getting his first senior goal at Chelsea Football Club, and Cobham Inc. Cobham Inc. We just produced some quality defenders, and Achampong is one of them. Good to see his name in the score sheet, and may he get more goals in the coming future. But yeah, fair, I think so. Decent performance by Achampong throughout the game, I would say. I don't think so. He's shown any rusty signs that we should be worried of. Chalobah surely did, but yeah, we move on. We move on to the second goal. Very shortly after the first goal, we had Pedro Neto with a free kick. Matt Sells probably should have saved that. Matt Sells should have saved that, but we'll take it again. We'll take it again. I think so. Pedro Neto, I think so. We'll have to give credit to the awareness that he capitalized on the gap that between the players and the wall, and he capitalized on that, hit it hard with a bit of a swerve, and Matt Sells just couldn't stop that completely. And when it went in for 2-0, the moment it went for 2-0, the moment it went for 2-0, we knew the fact that Ange is gonna get sacked. He was gone from his seat, and we knew the fact that why he was gone. He was gone to do his mail thing. Probably he was gone to mail Ange Poste-NO-CLUE that bye bye, it's the end. And then yeah, Ange, man, getting sacked after 0 wins. That's probably the worst managerial tenure that I've seen by any manager until now, until whatever football I've seen, at least in the Premier League. And I don't think so. This team also respected Ange, or probably didn't want to adapt the way, or didn't want to adapt the Ange ball. You know what I mean? So yeah, at the end of the day, 2 goals to 0, and we were riding well. I think so. Nottingham Forest again had a phase where they wanted to come back. They were pressing us a lot. They were trying to create chances, and then we managed to score a third goal. El Capitano Reece James with a smash from inside the box from a corner. So yeah, 3-0, massive victory. An easy W. 3 goals, 3 points. We move on to the next one. But yeah, this game was all about getting the 3 points and leaving. If we lost any points in this game, that wouldn't have been good at all, because we knew what status Nottingham Forest is. Ange being at the corners under high pressure, and it was bound for us to capitalize into this chance. And probably the second half, the changes, the gameplay that we had, Maresca, kudos to him and to the boys as well, the way they turned it over. But yeah, I think so. That's it from today's post-match review video. We'll come back to you. But yeah, I think so. That's it from today's post-match review. We'll come back to you in the next video and talk about a lot more stuff that's happening in the Premier League right now since it's back. In the meantime, do not forget to like this video, share, and comment as well. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Until then, goodbye.